All I need is some music. If I had some music, everything would be great. That's coming. That's coming. I'm gonna have some intro music and maybe a few people that just kind of go along with me. We going live in about 2.3 minutes, about 3 minutes, and uh, this is awesome. I hope that you guys are ready for a really cool ride. I've sent a couple people in, and I got Rob. I'm going to add him to the stream. Hey, Rob, how you
Uh,
doing?
what's up, ma'am?
Hey,
Let me change
hey,
this lighting. I wanted to see what it looked
yeah,
like. How you
I'm
feel,
hearing a
man?
lot of. I'm good, man. I'm hearing a little rustling there, a little rustling, but it's all right. It's good. We about to start in about
About
two
to
minutes
about to change.
15. So
Okay.
I think we're good. I think we're good. You hear me all right?
Yep, you're good.
Oh, good, good, good.
How's that?
All
How's
right.
that look?
Hey, that looks nice, man. Wait, you still got a little shadow on your face. Can't see your face as clear. Let me see. I got it on three
Let me see.
people. So, oh, I mean,
Let me see here.
it's funny. On
I
one
got it like
area, I
this.
see you okay. That's perfect
I
right there.
know.
Where? All right.
Yeah.
There.
Now
Yeah.
I'm walking.
No, where you was just at though, you had perfect sun on your face. Now you're in darkness. So you kind of walked from light to dark, and you disappeared. I can't hear you. All right, I can't hear you though. You pulled out your
Yeah.
plug.
I'm.
Check
I
your
didn't want to have
headset.
all that ruffling. Yeah.
Oh, I hear you. There, yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
I didn't want to have all
Perfect.
that. I didn't want to hear all that rustling. I didn't want to have all that
Okay.
rustling around while I was trying to move around, so I muted it.
Okay. Cool. 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 You know you're the expert, man.
That's
I'm
good,
just
right?
starting. Yeah, this is perfect. This is good. This is good. I'm waiting for Miss Marlene to come on in there. I hope she followed the instructions. I don't see her yet, but
Let me get my coffee.
all right, go ahead, get your coffee. Get your coffee. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It is 44 seconds before we actually do go live. You might hear me. We do have a delay, and I'll explain all that in a minute. We got
Let me go
33
and share
seconds,
this. This is
bro.
on your page.
Yeah, it's
It's
on
on
my
your page
page,
right now. Let me go and.
and you can share it. I tried to go to your page, but you don't have it where you can share, so I couldn't do it. Marlene, I can't talk to you on both sides. Let me see.
Let's see.
I don't see her either. So click the
It's
link.
live right now on your page. Let's see. I'm on your page right now. I don't see it.
It's coming right now.
Oh, okay. Got you.
All right, we should be live like right about 0 seconds. It's a 10, whatever how many delays on there, but going live
Mm-hmm.
right now, making sure that this thing is not set to private because that's what happened last time. It's supposed to be public. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
so let's see to make sure that's straight. I think we're good to go. All
Yeah.
right, can you see now? You see it? All right. Well, hey, it's showing that it's live. Can you see it live? I had it on public.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Now it's on. Yep.
now it's
Yep.
on, right? All right, so we are on
Yep.
live. You guys want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here. We have a couple of guests today, and I'll get into that in just a minute. This is our first. This is my first. Um, you know, time doing this, and I'm really excited because this is live streaming not only on Facebook but through YouTube. And I got it all set up for my Discover Your Tag because that's basically what this is all about and how people take things from just discovering it to actually taking their passion into the world. And in some cases, as Rob will share with you, become prosperous by profiting from the passion that you have. And so I'm going to talk more about that as we go forth. Me and him, we're going to just kind of, he's going to be like my co-host as we go forward. We do have Miss Marlene Davis calling in from California. She should be here soon. She is actually, I'm waiting for her to show up in the broadcast room, but she is a certified health coach, and she's going to have some really serious tips about health and nutrition and eating right and things of this
Wow.
nature. She's going to share some really cool stuff because Rob, what you talk about is the whole idea of you know um, being healthy in your body and in your spirit and in your mind, and your soul, right? So we're going to talk about that. My name
Mhm.
is Dwayne-Ross. I
Mhm.
am the author of the
Mhm.
book No More Crumbs from the Table, and I celebrate you with your tag, your talent, your ability, your gift. And the goal of that is that you not only cultivate it, but then you bring it to the marketplace. You bring it to the earth. Some of you would be in a nonprofit and you'll just give it, but some of you will create something. And it comes from the idea that you don't have to settle for the crumbs. The crumbs, they're there for whoever, but you can actually take personal responsibility for the gifts and talents that you've been given by God in the creation, and take them into the earth. And then we also going to have people. This is all about people who have actually done it. I don't want to give you theory. I don't want to tell you about a cool story and not have an action plan to support it. All right.
Yeah.
And so hopefully you're not too distracted over there wherever you are, and you're just enjoying this, and you're going to come along for the ride. Now, as we go forth, we're going to be talking about some golden and some platinum nuggets. So if you have a pen and paper, you might want to write some things down, because we are going to be sharing some things to just kind of make sure that we sure up the edges. When we talk about goals, what are goals? Why should you even have them? If you have a dream, what do you do with your dream? Where do you store your dream? How do you make your dream actually come to pass? What do you do with your time, right? As an author, I started teaching a course called the Write Your Story course. And if you've seen any of my 31 days of positivity, what you saw was me telling people that, hey, you know what? History has been written, right? History is already written. So if somebody can read it, they can open a book and they can read it. So history is being read, right? But at the simultaneous time that history is being read, is also being written. Les Brown talks about this because he said, who's writing your story, you or someone else? And we want to make sure that you're writing your story, because you have the opportunity to use the God-given talents, abilities, and gifts, and decide exactly what you want to do. I'm holding a book right here. It's called Woman in the Wall. This is one of my students, Asha Fields. She was one of the people who decided to not just talk about it, but she took the steps that we talk about in the classroom, and then she produced a series. This is actually the first book, Woman in the Wall, and then she has another one that goes along with that. So if you have a story to tell, maybe you have a historical story, maybe you was connected to something and you want to do a memoir for your family. I mean, I am there to assist you in getting your story from your head, from your heart, and into the hands of people that can consume it. And the way we do that is by first using technology, but secondly, helping you even craft your story. Like, where do you need to take the story? How do you get people's hearts involved? What kind of journey are you going to take them on? And when you take them on a journey, what is the ultimate outcome? You just want to educate them. You want to give them a feeling. You want to help them understand a situation. You want to get empathy or whatever. You have something in your life. Every single person has at least 10 books in their head and in their heart that's sitting there ruminating, just like simmering on the back burner. And my job is to help you get it out, help you cultivate it, and help you show the world
Mm.
exactly what it is. All right. So,
Love it.
Marlene, if you can try it again, you're almost in there. I think we have Marlene Davis in here. We're going to be adding her to the stream. There she is from California.
Hey,
Hey, Marlene.
how are
All right.
you?
How you doing?
Now, how
Husband?
do I?
Hey, husband.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Mikey Mike? Going on over
Here.
there? Hey, I don't know how to change your guys' volume, but I'm gonna try to regulate it a little bit to make sure it's not too loud. But people out there, you guys can make a decision on that and let us know. All right. But if you can do something on your side, that's cool. It might just be my microphones, but it's cool. But we have Marlene Davis in the house. Marlene is all the way from California. Yay. Like I said, she is a certified health coach. She has agreed to come in. We had a other person that was set up, Miss Blaze, the artiste. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it. She had to make a change, a last minute change. However, she will be back. So we'll be putting her back on the schedule. And she's excited. She wants to let you know about her artwork and things of that nature. But at this time, I also have my man, Mr. Rob. Howze in the house. And
What's up?
Rob,
What's
man, what's up, Rob? I'm
going on,
so
brother?
met Rob, man, and then we kind of lost track of each other. Then we kind of reconnected, and I didn't even know nothing about StreamYard. And he was like, "Nah, man, you should use that," because I saw his video, and I was like, "That was pretty cool what you was doing." He said, "Oh, it's easy. Just do this, this, and that, and that." So I did this, and that,
And
and
there it
here we
is.
are, right
Whoop,
here,
there
right?
it
And
is.
whoop, there it is. So, again, celebrating you guys, celebrating the 31 days of positivity. That's what I was doing, right? I wanted to make sure that people don't get caught up in all the negativity and all the
Mhm.
things that you hear from the White House. I work for the federal government, so sometimes it's really difficult to hear our leadership not lead us the way that they
Hmm.
should. However, at the same time, I know that my responsibility is and for my success is mine, right? Your success for your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. No one's going to bring you success and hand it to you on a silver platter. And even if you did have it on a silver platter, sometimes you mismanage it and you don't even know what to do with it. So we want to talk about those kind of things.
Hmm.
Now, I also have my Nana's Boo Boo right here. Now, I have a young lady who was in my class and she had this story that she was going to do. But then she started talking about her son and was like, well, your son is having a challenge with his grandma with this oxygen tank. Maybe you might want to tell that story. And what it turned into was a story about my Nana's Boo Boo and
Wow.
how she had a lung transplant. And inside the story is all kind of little cool pictures and things like that. But what she did is she actually created characters that can actually help now little kids understand transplant and what's going on when Nana is
Man,
not feeling so well. So that has been a major
that's
situation,
amazing.
right? So, yeah, Rob, it's somebody that's taking something, writing it on paper, and then taking the energy and the execution. And that's what I'm here for. As a
Hmm.
dream coach, my job is to help you cultivate it and then mix it up and get it out into the universe. And then,
Hmm.
of course, I do some workshops on how you can market, and promote your stuff. And this is one way to do it. So I'm not going to talk that much because I actually do have some things that I'm going to share, some questions I want to ask. But I'm going to open the floor right now to let you guys introduce yourselves first. And let's let the lady go first. Miss Marlene Davis, if you would tell us who you are, what you do, why you're here, and what you got going on over there in County Alley, Alley, Foley, Yada, Yada.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be offered this opportunity to be on your show. I am all about positivity. Looking at a glass, it's never half empty, it's always half full, if not all the way full in my mind. And I think it's really important that we feed ourselves that kind of energy all the time. I'm just going to start from the beginning. I found out it's about 3.5 years ago, I found out that I had breast cancer. I thought I was a pretty healthy eater. And through that process, I didn't know what to do, started reading diligently to find out what this cancer was all about. And through that process, I was actually able to dig in deeper. As I was digging in deeper, realized that my mom ended up having ovarian cancer at the same time I was going through chemo. So we both were going through chemo at the same time. That is probably the worst thing in the world that you can do to your body. But at that time, I didn't know any research. I didn't know what was going on. So we ended up going to a naturalist in Loma Linda to find out. I'm sorry, I'm actually outside because I'm going to show you some phenomenal stuff in a few seconds. But we ended up going to a naturalist, and she told us about the power of fruits and vegetables and what they do to our body. So she instructed me to go to a whole food nutrition place. Loma Linda is not far from my house, and it literally is the healthiest, one of the blue areas in the United States. People live till they're 100, 103. I mean, they just live forever out there because of how they eat. So she
Wow.
told me to go out to that market, buy every 2 days new fruits and vegetables. She wanted me to focus on fruits and vegetables on 3/4 of my plate and meat being on the last. That's not how I grew up. Meat was always first. Not fatty stuff, but you always had some ribs and some chicken fried, etc. And so I had to totally change my mindset. Well, my inspiration was strong because you can hurt me, but don't hurt my mom, okay? So when my mom came down with the cancer, I was just like, this really sucks. So we
Hmm.
dug in deep. We started juicing. Now, while that was happening, I had a girlfriend on the East Coast that told me about this product. That is all about whole food nutrition. So literally, if you think about it, how many of us actually eat 7 to 14 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. That's what I was trying to do when I was juicing. And it was so hard. It's
Bars,
almost
yeah,
impossible, right? You've been
yeah.
eating all day. Well, she introduced me to this product that actually puts fruits and vegetables inside of capsules. And when I figured it out, at first I was eating gummies. So I'm going to show you some gummies really fast because these literally are like gummy bears. And when I tried these, I was like so astonished that fruits and vegetables are actually in this. And when I tried them, I'm like, these are really good. See, look at these little babies. Hey, can you see this?
Gotta get closer. Gotta get
Literally.
closer. Okay.
Woo, woo, like that. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There you go. There we
Okay.
go.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Fruits and vegetables inside of these, right? So
Right.
that is the love of this company. Now, when I found out they have vegetables, right? We're talking veggies in here. Sorry, I'm
Hmm.
also getting a text message at the same time. Sorry about that. Vegetables in
No
here.
problem. No
We're
problem.
talking we're talking broccoli, kale, tomato, carrot, garlic, beets, spinach, cabbage,
Wow.
lemon peel, rice bran, and kale, all in here, right? Which is phenomenal. That's just one bag. Okay, then we got the fruit. Okay, fruit. We're talking about peach, pear, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, cherry, pineapple, fruit, date, and beets. Who does that?
Woo,
Who
that's a
can eat
lot of
all that,
stuff.
right? And
That's a
then
lot
here
of
are the
stuff.
antioxidants. It is. This is the antioxidants. Okay, so this is cancer fighting, right? Here we go. We got raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, cocoa, and artichoke. Okay, so if
Wow.
you take all three of these every single day, or you can take capsules, right?
Hmm.
I take capsules because yes, this is surrounded by tapioca, okay? But it is a whole food nutrition. There's no tax in California on food. There's no tax on any of this. So
Okay.
that's what I
Okay.
converted to. Now, another product that they have is the Tower Garden. This is my rave. This is my baby. I am in love, love, love
Yes.
with
Yes.
these.
Yes. Okay. For all you guys that don't know, what happened
Whoop,
was
whoop, whoop.
I had reached out to a couple of people, but when I reached out to Marlene, she's like, "I got to show you my tower, my tower." I was like, "Okay, the garden tower is gonna be it." So I can't
Okay.
wait because she's like, "It's gonna be too dark." I was like, "No, it's gonna be light. It's only 3 hours away,
Yes.
and it's four
Thank
there
you.
instead of seven." So now show us the garden. What is going on with this garden?
Bam. Here we go.
Bow.
Uh-oh, there we go, there we go. Okay. All right, so this is my Cherokee lettuce. Okay, this is one head. This is one head. I don't know if you can see in there, but this whole contraption, pull back. This whole contraption, okay, it's pretty tall. It's pretty tall. Okay, so here is butter lettuce. You see those inside of cellophane inside the grocery department. Here is purple kale. So what do you got here? You got a lot of phytonutrients that are wrapped up inside of this. I'm sorry, this cabbage. I apologize. Cabbage. Okay. This is another type of lettuce. Some of these vegetables you'll never see at the market because they won't sell because people aren't familiar with them. But all of these, whenever you
Wow.
have a different color other than green, you have more phytonutrients inside of each one. So here we are. Here's that head of lettuce I was telling you about. Let me pull her out. Let me see if I can pull her out. And I will show you what this whole contraption does. It's actually, she won't come out. See, she's trying to show off. Okay, come on out, baby girl. Okay, here she comes. Here she comes. I know. There's another butter lettuce. So I have this all surrounding butter lettuce. Oh, she will not come out. Hold on. She's trying. Okay, here we go. There we go. Look at that. You see those roots there?
Wow.
Dang.
Okay. So those are the roots. What you
Phenomenal.
do is you pull from the outside and it continues and continues to give. Here I have cabbage all around the bottom. You see those cabbages down there? There's a good one.
Wow.
Good size one. And look at that. This is all one plant. Now, this whole contraption, let me show you the other one. This whole contraption, this is the original size. This carries 20 fruits and vegetables. I also have microgreens in here. So I have tomato plants. I have thyme. I have the onions, tomato. Here's my, what is that? My squash. And I have zucchini growing here. It goes on, but it grows and continues to grow. And I have this trellis here because eventually all of my tomatoes are going to be pouring out of this tower garden. Now going back to this one, I actually have strawberries in here too. And, oh, here we go. Here's some kale. Strawberries. There we go. Look at that, baby. She's ready to pull. But all of these are different fruits and vegetables. You decide on what you want inside of your tower garden. So literally, you have 20 you have 20 gallons of water down here in the bottom. It filtrates up with a pump, goes straight through. Let's see if we can see inside of one of these. Can you see that water trickling in there? And it's
Yes.
literally trickling throughout the entire tower garden. This one might be better where you can actually see inside. I have peppers growing in here. There we go. There we go. And it's going straight down inside. So that is my baby. That's how I keep some vegetables inside. Okay, flip it around, close to the internet. Okay, there. That's how I keep fruits and vegetables inside my body on a regular. And then this company also has fabulous protein powder, and it's straight 100% whole food nutrition. This company, what really sold me on this company is that is the only company in the world, if you Google or ask Siri, who is the most clinically researched whole food nutrition company in the world, it's going to come up as Juice Plus. And
You
that's
said
what sold
clinical.
me.
Say that again slower, because that's important.
Clinically researched company in the world for whole
Clinically
food
researched
nutrition.
for whole
It's
food
Juice Plus.
nutrition is Juice Plus. And so people think they have
Right.
to run the Whole
There are over
Foods to get it.
35. Exactly. There are 35 clinical research journals that have written about this company. And Dwayne, you can share my website. It's, Marlene
Yes,
Davis
actually,
dot
I'm
juice
going to
plus dot
share
com.
that right now. So hold on, hold on. I'm going to share that. I wanted you to talk about your website,
Okay.
so I'm going to put it right here. I'm sharing my screen.
Cool.
For some reason, the live streaming didn't stay up. I don't know what the problem is on that, but I am still live here,
Am I getting
and it's
low?
still
Am I
on
losing it?
YouTube. So everything is still there. So it's Marlene Davis. All right, I got it pulled up. It's right now showing Juice Plus, as well as guys can see. This is this. It was also for the let's see. This is the Tower Juice Plus, right? It's blends, Juice Plus blends, immunity research. Quite a bit of information. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. Can you see this, Marlene?
Yes, I
Are you
sure
able?
can. So
Okay,
that's the
there you go.
main that's the main page. Hmm.
All right, tell us where to go.
Yes.
Tower Garden.
And so all that clinical research journals,
Okay, watch where your microphone is. Watch because
those were conducted by
okay. Somehow your
the
mic is
university.
going in and out. Your mic is going in and out.
I came
It
back
was
inside to
going
get closer
great.
to.
Yeah, sometimes when you
All
come
right.
back in, the internet grabs her now. The new internet
Yeah.
kind of grab her in there.
Okay. Try that again, Marlene, because it's for some reason your once I showed your website, your voice started going out. So let's see. All right. So she's talking about Juice Plus right here. You guys
Okay.
can see it. All right, there you are. Tell us about this. This is a research, a clinical research. You guys can get that information. Of it talks about the function of the immune system. It talks to you about just about everything right here. Complete juice by Juice Plus, the ingredients, and then the farm fresh
Hear me?
nutrition. That's really important. Yeah, I hear you now. Go for it. Hmm. It's still going in and out. I'm gonna bring us back in and see if that makes a difference. But you guys, I'm going to post the website information in the notes on here. But just know that this is a community of people that have your nutrition in mind. Marlene's going to talk about it some more. Let me see if I can stop sharing and come back, and if it'll let us hear her better. Because for whatever reason, your voice just disappeared, and I'm not sure why that happened. So let's see here. All right.
Yeah,
So
sometimes that happens when you go outside and inside. The internet just clips sometimes. Mine does that.
all
Does
right.
that.
Well, we should be back in
Yeah.
on the
But that's pretty amazing product, man. I've seen those towers. You talking about having fresh fruits and vegetables flowing like evergreen. I mean, it's a fantastic product. We were looking at that about a year and a half ago, actually. A couple, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Yep.
Well, she's gonna come back, and we'll be able to see her when she comes back. And here's the thing, guys. Um, she's available for some independent coaching about your nutrition, how she switched her household over to a better situation. I'm going to be putting her website information there. You guys can talk base to her. Hopefully, she's going to come on before we, transition into Rob. But I want to make sure that during this time, one of the things that I was thinking about and what I wrote is in the idea of the people who were affected the most health wise is because they were already compromised in their health. And you're back, Marlene. Go ahead. I think we can hear you. I still can't hear you yet, but I can see you. So let's try to check your ears, your earpiece. I still can't hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you. Yeah, we can't. Nope. Try it again. See if it's muted. I have you here. Your microphone is on. So I'm gonna unmute the mic and mute it again just to see. And I'm gonna unmute. Okay. So yeah, it's
See if there's a
all
mute
right.
somewhere in your
It's
settings,
got to be a mute. Yeah, I'm
Marlon.
I'm already looking at my settings. I hear
Marlene,
and right here,
you might
Marlene,
have
look
what I'm
at your
saying. Yeah,
settings and see if you have a mute button because we can't hear you
yeah.
since you came inside. We could see you, but we can't hear you. Let me see if I go back here. What happens if I go back here? Ah, man. Hmm. All right. Yeah, your mic is muted, unmuted. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't muted at all. All right. Well, Marlene, look. This is what I want you to do. Check to see if your laptop might be muted, or if it's just the string, the attachment for your headset. Because if you're using Bluetooth, it might be going to a different place, like your phone or something like that. So just double check that. But on my side, I can't hear you, but we can see you. All right.
Try turning all the Bluetooths off for a second and see if that works. That might help. Turn all the Bluetooths completely off and just let it come straight out. See if that works.
You're telling her to do that.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Marlene. Rob has some experience with this, and he's saying turn your Bluetooth off and then reboot and see if it'll come back on. Because sometimes it connects to another device. All right. So, Rob, that was pretty interesting information, right? We're talking about health. We're talking about wealth. We're talking about wellness. I'm going to have to bring I'm going to have to bring Marlene back on. We got to do another section on this because, Marlene, I want you to go more in detail about this, especially with the COVID going on right now, right? So many people, their health is compromised because they already had a compromised environment. I read somewhere that viruses thrive on a body or a host that is unhealthy,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't do well if it's a high pH or is a high alkaline body. It just doesn't do well inside those bodies,
Yep.
but it does really well if it has a high sugar content,
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of fat, and things of this nature. So
Oh, you
that's
have a
the
good
thing that
time.
I'm sure that you're going to be talking about, Marlene. And I want to give you an opportunity to do that. So we're going to have to do another live, just a regular Facebook live regarding this, because for whatever reason we're not hearing you, and I'm not sure why, but it's not on our side because I'm getting a green light for you on this side. So we got to figure out that. But it's been about 29 minutes, and I only asked you for 23, so I don't want to take up more of your time. If you want to hang out and stay, that's cool. But we're going to shift a little bit, but we're going to talk about you as well, because we didn't get to share your story as far as your journey from learning how you had this passion. Of course, you wanted to save your mom, right? You made the statement, you talked about the whole idea that every 2 days you have to change out your fruits and vegetables. And some people
Mm.
don't look for, they buy a whole bunch. I just bought a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables to last me for a week. Maybe I should have bought little pieces of them, a little bit of them, so and I didn't want to have only frozen stuff in my smoothie. I wanted to have some fresh stuff. And so I gotta learn some stuff about that. And then, of course, the meat content. Marlene talked about reducing that meat. A lot of times we have the biggest piece of meat and then we have all the other stuff on our plate. Well, we need to re-engineer our plate for better health. We need to re-engineer our food from where it comes from. We need to make sure that it has all those different servings, because that's another thing. How do you get all those servings into your body? Marlene has the answer, Juice Plus, and she is a health coach. So not only is she going to tell you what to do, she's going to tell you how to do it. And that's where most people fail. They don't know the how. Okay. So when you got that, and then this whole idea of whole food nutrition. Whole food nutrition is really where she bases her start of everything on learning about whole food. What's the difference? And I'm gonna tell you, you can almost breathe it differently when you walk through an area that has fresh fruits and vegetables versus cans and processed and all that kind of stuff. So Marlene, thank you so much for giving it a great shot. I don't know again what happened with your audio on your side once you went inside, but it's been a pleasure having you here. I know you from many years ago, but it's been a pleasure knowing that, hey, you are taking the chance. You're a champion, something that right now could save lives. And that's what I said in the intro, that not only is this something good for your health, but this could be a situation for life and death now that we're living in this COVID world. All right. So I want to ask you guys to take time, go to her website, and the website again. I'm gonna put that the name of it, the actual. I mean, I can show. Let's see if I can show it. It's marlenedavis.juiceplus.com. So that's MarleneDavis dot juice JUICEPLUS.com. And that's Marlene Davis Juice Plus. That's where you want to go to get some information. And we got to learn more about this tower, this garden tower, man. That's going to be fun. You know, she pulled out the things. Look at all these roots. Yes, we want to know about the roots. All right. So thank you so much. I want to shift a little bit. Again, just letting you know, write your story course. Let's say so long to Marlene. She can hang out if she wants to. She'll be there until she decides to, disconnect. But I'm gonna keep her up there and continue on with the show. You know, my man right here. I don't know, Rob. I think what happened is I was trying to get myself together for fitness. I was 32 pounds overweight, and I was rushing through the lobby, and somebody said there's a health fair down the hallway, and I was like, really? So I stopped in at the health fair, and I went around to the different people and talked to people, and one particular desk was this guy who was doing some really cool exercises and telling people that they can do stuff without weights. And so I ran into what I found out later to be Rob's father-in-law, right? And I'm getting this personal training on how to get my body together. And then one thing led to another. And then I got introduced to Rob Howze, who had a studio in, I believe it was Laurel, Maryland, right, Rob? Laurel, Maryland. And so, Rob, tell us about yourself. Tell us where we can find you, what you're doing right now. Just yesterday, I was on a call with you and some friends. I don't hear you either. Is it me?
Oh
Is
no,
there a
that's me.
problem?
I'm muted. I'm
Oh,
good
okay,
now.
that
Yeah,
was you. You muted.
yeah.
Okay,
The
so
birds
come
was
on
having a
out,
lot of
talk to the
fun out
people.
here, so I wanted to. Yeah,
All right, go for it.
yeah, man. So it's amazing, how we met and what we're doing. Marlene, that was amazing too. I love the tower. I love, what's so important about what she displayed and what I'm about is health. It's keep people alive longer and better, right? So we're gonna be here, but how long you're here, and the quality of that duration, that is all determined by the quality of three things: your mind, your body, or your spirit. Like those are the three channels. Everything in life comes down: your mind, your body, and your spirit. If you're afraid of the word spirit, we can call it soul. You can call it whatever that thing that's inside you. When the light goes out, you're not there. The power that's keeping you alive that you haven't seen, that. So those three areas, my whole life has been about really strengthening myself and then strengthening others. So I've studied personal training. I was a health coach for a couple of decades, personal trainer, life coach, a pastor as for about 10 years. And, that was really probably the most fun I had, as a pastor, because I spent a lot of my time as a youth pastor. And I love empowering youth. So I started a nonprofit. My wife and I started a nonprofit to empower youth, to teach them emotional intelligence, and also give them the physical and the health and wellness education. So it was a camp that was like, imagine a school where kids come and they learn soft skills, they learn mentorship, they learn how to cook healthy foods because they get recipes and they can create them themselves and take it home and cook with the family, come back and talk about it. So, my whole life has really just been strengthening those three areas. And so today, we're here in a situation where everybody on the planet is going through the exact same thing.
Yeah. That's
Like we're in
wow.
the same boat for real. Like
We're
it's
not,
called
yeah,
like
no,
one boat for real. And it's interesting
everybody's in the
how
same boat.
it's the same boat. And you got some people are dealing with it well, and some people are not. And whatever habits that you had that were bad, you have accelerated them. And whatever habits that were good, you've accelerated them. You've gone one or the other direction. And so, what I believe right now is a time, and I jump right into this because the most important thing about having this voice is anyone who listens to this, you can help them make a choice, and a
Yes.
choice literally can be the decision maker for the trajectory of where your life could or should have been,
Yep.
right? And so if you're aware long enough and you hear the right information and then take action, right, taking action on the information that you got, if you do that, that really can do something phenomenal for you. And so, Dwayne, what you're doing, helping people turn their passion into profits, I mean,
Yes.
getting that story about this was a test that was turned into a testimony,
Oh,
right, through
yes.
the illustration. And so
Mhm.
what Marlene is doing is she's having a freaking good time, right? And she's going to live. Our life expectancy over 100 years ago was like 30. We doubled it because of medicine, but it's also medicine that's been killing us.
Right.
So
Because it's
now
not
go
natural.
getting fresh and holistic on these guys. Now we can shift it, and they actually expected the life expectancy to double again. So because we have this technology and access to all these things. So I'm just about sharing that. Like if that's it, like
Yeah.
meeting
Yeah.
people like you guys, getting on here, dialoguing about a topic, sharing information that people can take action with, and keep it moving, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
so here's an action step for everyone right now.
All
Um,
right. You guys,
it's to,
wait, Rob. Wait, Rob. They need to make sure, get your pens, get your papers. Remember, I told you in the beginning that we're going to be dropping not just uh, golden nuggets, but these are platinum nuggets, right? These are platinum nuggets. These things that have been dropped for you are there to help your life, better your life, help you manage yourself better,
mhm,
help you push through the barrier of your own mind. Because some of you have the mindset that one day it's gonna happen one day. You're waiting for God to show up. Well, guess what? He just did. He
mhm.
showed up in her name, in the name of Marlene Davis, and the name of Rob Howze and Dwayne-Ross. We just showed up. The answer has come. Take time, get your pen and your paper out, your pencil. I like writing with pencil because it has an eraser and I could imagine a lot of stuff and stuff like that. Sketch out. But go for it. Go ahead, Rob. Go for it.
Well, like I love concise. I love concise. It helps me to retain information. So if I can retain it, then I can then use it. So, I went through a transformation in 2018, and it changed my life, and my marriage changed. The relationship with my children changed. My wife, our relationship changed. My business, my intellect, my mindset, everything changed. And when I went back, because I'm also a social scientist and I'm weird with that, so I study myself. I study everything that happens so I can know how it happened, so I can figure out if I want to repeat it or not. So I looked at it and I realized that it came down to three things that was happening. So I called it the fulfillment formula. And I realized that if you did these three things in any area of your life, you would be fulfilled, whether your marriage, whether as a speaker, whether as a business leader, whether as a father, whatever you're trying to do, fulfillment will come with the consistency of these three things. And the first one is self-reflection. And the self-reflection is so important. Could also be called introspect, right? It's when you're self-examining yourself, what you're doing, how you're thinking, how you're showing up, not how you think you're showing up. Say, when I asked my wife some questions about what she really thought about me, she gave me the real answer than when I didn't know, right?
Mm.
So once I got the real information, and then I was able to make a decision. And the second one is course correction. So once you
Ooh.
self-reflect, you then have the ability to course correct, right? And that only happens with the third one, which is humility. I had to say that quickly because if you don't have humility, you'll never see what you need to see anyway. But through humble eyes, and what humility does, it lowers your ego. You need ego because ego is your inspiration. It's letting you know you believe in yourself. But if it gets too big, it'll smush you. So you need that humility to keep you grounded, right? Keep you grounded and to be able to see, through humble eyes. And by doing that, allowed me to see and ask the right question. And then by asking the right question, I made the right decision. This works in everything. On a football field, I'm a wide receiver, I'm smaller. A guy is bigger, he's a cornerback. I try to run off the line. First play, he pushed me on the ground. Okay. Second down. So I'm walking back to the huddle. I'm like, okay, self-reflect. What just happened here? I ran right into this guy. Okay. He's going to throw me on the ground again. So course correct. This time I'm a jab step out. He's going to push. I'm going to go in. Right. Right? I'm humble enough to realize I can't beat this guy. He got more than me in this area. So I go and do those things. I jab out. He misses and I run the post. I mean, it works in everything that you want to do. You self-reflect, introspect, think about the scenario, thinking about the people involved from a humble perspective, and then make the necessary corrections. And honestly, I mean, it's obviously easier said than done. Everybody can teach. You got a guy who can coach like crazy, but he can't play like the players. But
That's right.
you know what I mean? But in life, we can be the coach and the player at the highest level because it's all
That's
about the
awesome.
wisdom and it's all about your ability. And so,
All right.
I mean, that is the fulfillment formula. 1, 2, 3: self-reflection, course correction, and humility. Repeat.
Yes, that's it, man. Listen, let me tell you something. Self-reflection. Here's the thing: a lot of people are so busy, and this has given us time to do some self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
This has given us time to slow down and take a look at ourselves, look
Yeah.
in the mirror a little bit, and like that introspection is you might not like what you see, and so one of the
Mm,
things that happens is people will see stuff that they said they've been pushing under the rug, or
yeah.
just kind of like that's just the way he is or that's the way she is, or justifying it and making excuses. I talked about excuses making, I heard it was Jim Rohn who said, excuses build the house of failure, right? So
Mm,
they would come up with all kind of failing reasons, but not the right reason, or to go the opposite way. And then you said
yeah.
this, this course correction, anytime you make a course correction, you have to be willing to set to test it, right? You have to be able to
Yeah.
say, okay, I made that correction, and did that really work? And then be willing to even do another correction. So I like how you said in 2018 you actually had to take a situation and go, okay, wait a minute. And you said this: habits accelerate, positive or negative, during a
Yeah.
time like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's this whole study that says that if you can change your habits, you can change your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because life is based on these decisions, these choices that became a habit. And
Yeah.
so, in the book Stephen Covey wrote, the 7 habits of highly effective people. One of them was sharpen your saw, right? Get your saw ready before it's time to use it. This is
Yes.
something, Rob. This is something, Rob, that I think people can really, get themselves together so they can have a fulfilled life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that guy that's laying on my deathbed, and in comes, my dreams, my ambition. Then here comes, that idea, about 5 or 6 of those great ideas, even the $1 million idea. And I'm on my deathbed, and they all come to me, like Les Brown said, we came to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't allow us to live. And maybe the reason why they didn't live is because I never did some introspection, and I
Mm,
didn't have humility. I didn't have
man.
humility to understand that maybe I need help. I didn't have the humility to say, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check something out. So,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
very powerful stuff, you guys. This is powerful stuff, everybody. If you're watching, I just want to say, tap in, tap in. Marlene is in my group. You can touch base with her. Send her an instant message. Send her a message. Say something in the chat or in the comment. Just say hello. Introduce yourself and get some real concrete information, because she's there as a conduit of God's love and grace. She's there to help people help themselves.
Yeah.
So many people are waiting for somebody to show up. It's that guy that was like on the roof, right? He was on the ground, then he was on the top of the roof, then he drowned, and he was like, "Well, guy, why did you help me?" He's like, "I sent you this, I sent you that, I
Yeah.
sent
Yeah.
you."
Yeah.
You didn't go, bro.
Yeah.
So what you mad at me for? And then you got Rob right here sharing a platinum nugget. I mean, for fulfillment, the fulfillment formula, self-reflection and introspection, leading to that discovery, and then of course correction, understanding when to make that change, how to make that change, and be okay with change, because change is not change. What did the Dr. Wood say? Change is not change until there's what? Change, right? And
Yeah.
then of course humility, being humble, man, showing up in a space where you could let somebody speak into your life, speak into your world, and help you move forward. Well, I want to say thank you to my guest right here, Miss Marlene Davis. So much love to you for spur of the moment, man. Rob, I'm talking spur. I hit three people. I was like, oh Lord, what's I'm gonna do? I got like 1 hour and 20 minutes to figure this out. And I sent her a message. She sent it back. She said, it's gonna be too dark. I was like, no problem. And then we figured it out and like, send me the picture, send me to this, send me the link. We're good to go. And she's like, here, man.
It's
Right
good.
there. That's the kind of people you want on your team. You
Hmm.
want people you can count on like that. So if you guys see, she did what she needed to do. So if you need somebody to help you with your nutrition, help you with your health, let this person, certified health coach, Ms. Marlene Davis, speak into your life. And then right here, Rob, I told you the first day, I said, when I do this show, man, I want you to be my first guest because you put me on to this information, this technology. It's on YouTube at the same time that it's on Facebook. So I'm in two places at the same time. I love that idea.
Yeah,
You
me
told
too.
me everything what I needed to do. I saw your presentation and I was like, I gotta get that, right? I gotta get me one of those. So I want to say thank you everybody who came along for the ride. We have a few more minutes left into we end the broadcast, but because of technical situation and time and everything. And Rob, you got something big happening with your family, right? Didn't you get ready to
Yeah.
do something?
Yeah, we're getting ready to do our
So
karaoke,
give so
karaoke live, man.
wait, Gary.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
okay. You got to give us some. You got to give us a little something right now. So your empowerment. He does empowerment, you guys. He's spurred a moment. If you haven't seen his Freestyle Fridays, check it out. I've posted a couple in my thing. I'm gonna start making sure I post them because he goes in his car, his serious office, his Superman cave, and he comes up with these serious beats, and then he just freestyles, y'all. And go ahead and freestyle something for him, Rob, while we get ready to take off out of here.
So we don't have any beats here, you
Put one
know.
in your head. Do,
What you
da,
want? Let's
do,
let's
da,
talk about.
do,
So let's
da,
talk
do,
about.
do,
Okay,
do, da,
I might
do,
be able to feel
da,
that. Yeah.
do, da,
Uh
do,
huh. Yeah.
da,
Yeah.
da,
So
do.
we sitting on the show, got your health and your wellness, understanding your heart, yeah, it gets swell with your mind and your body, your spirit and your soul. What you gonna do, man? Don't lose control. If you put it in your body, you're gonna feel good. Sometimes life hit you in the head like wood. We locked in, blocked in, but you got yourself. Make sure you know what's good for your health.
For
What
your
the hell?
health. Do,
Yeah,
da,
what the
do,
hell? What the
da.
what the
For
what the
your
what
health.
the what the health?
What the hell? Your health. All
What the
right,
health,
Rob.
man?
That was actually the name of our health fair last year. It was called What the Health. And we had guest speakers that came in and talked about a lot of things last year at work. So that's interesting. But anyway, thank you, Rob House.
Marlene, good meeting
Empowerment.
you. Guys, come on over to this karaoke. My family, we getting ready to rock it out. My daughter, my wife, we getting ready to get on a karaoke and just like party like we in a karaoke club because we are at home.
All right, man. Well, take care of
Thanks,
yourself.
man.
We'll see you on the next time. See you on the next page post and next live. All right, my man. We'll see you. All right, Marlene. So thank you so much again. I don't know what happened with our sound, but it's all right. You stayed for the ride. I appreciate you with all my heart and blessings. I bless your family. I thank you for tell Mike. Thank you so much. The boys. Thank you so much. Just continue to do what you're doing. And like I said, I want to bring you on independently and really talk about this a little bit more deeper. So we're gonna do another live and actually really talk about this health because so many people are compromised. And I mean, even myself, I make sure I drink a 9 point something pH water, no matter what kind of water I get. If I have to go all the way across the world to get it, I'm just going to get it. I'm not going to be just drinking any kind of water. So, um, all right. Good seeing you. Blessings. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. All right. All right. Thank you. All right, you guys. So this is the end of the show. It's coming down to the end. I got about 6 minutes left. And I want to say, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of my dream. This is something that I had no idea. I mean, I've not been on Facebook. I don't do a lot of this stuff. I was spending money to try to get on television when I'm right here live, and I can go live and be many, many places. And so all I got to do is build my audience and build my people. If this has been helpful for you, please reach out and let people know. Again, my name is Dwayne-Ross. I am the author of the book No More Crumbs from the Table, celebrating your tag, your talent, your talent, your abilities, and your gifts, making sure that you put them into the earth, cultivate them so that you can have what we call living your dream, right? And then you turn your passion into profits. This is Passion to Profits TV. I am your host, Dwayne-Ross. I always like to say this since I've been starting this whole journey for the last 30 something days. Now it's 33 days. History's being read all the time. People are reading it. But it's also being written. Who's writing your story? You need to write your story, speak your story, dream your story, live your story, and help change the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's what Gandhi asked us to do many, many years ago. If you don't like something, maybe it's because you're the one who's been born to change it. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you on the next page, the next post, the next YouTube video, or the next live. See you or dream, stream. All right now. God bless.